Hello everyone, I am Professor Kaleem, presently teaching English language, literature and linguistics at Government Postgraduate Islamia College, Gujranwala. In this video, we will discuss some words which are used in English language, and these words always take a singular verb after them. So these are some different words which are actually pronouns, and they are used as the subjects in an English sentence. And remember, we will always use a singular verb after them. So we can now discuss them one by one with the help of an example. So the first word is everyone. Everyone is ready to play. So here this singular verb is being used after this subject everyone. Then comes everybody. Everybody was playing the match. So once again, in this sentence we are using a singular verb after this word everybody. Similarly, somebody was there to help them. So in this sentence, was is being used after somebody. Next word is someone. Someone is going to the bazaar. And here this singular verb is being used after someone. So all these words will always take a singular verb after them. Then comes anybody. Is there anybody to help me? And here we are using this singular verb is for this anybody. Actually, this is an interrogative sentence. Here we are using the singular verb in the beginning of the sentence. As it is the rule, we use helping verb in the beginning of a sentence if the sentence is an interrogative sentence. Then comes the next word, nobody. Nobody was absent today. And here once again singular verb was is being used for nobody. And then these are some pronouns which are used for persons as subjects in the sentences. And now we are moving towards the things which are used as subjects in the sentences. And after these words we will also use the singular verb, like everything. Everything is pretty well. And here is being used for everything. Then something is better than nothing. This is a famous proverb, and here we are using once again the singular verb for this something. And here remember, we are also using this nothing, and we will be using nothing in the next example. And here anything is there anything left for me? क्या मेरे लिए कुछ बच गया है? So here we are once again using this singular verb for this anything. Now comes nothing. For nothing we can say nothing is available now. So here this is, which is a singular verb, is being used for this word nothing. For these two words, each and every, we'll always use a noun after these words. Like we can say every person, we can say each chair. So in this way we will be using either a person after these two words each and every, or we will be using a thing as a noun after these words. Like, but remember, we'll use a singular verb after these two words. Like every chair has 4 legs. So here has is a singular verb for this word every. Then come each. Each balloon is small. So here this is being used for this each. But the point to remember, we are using this noun and this noun after these two words every and each. So do remember, we'll always make use of a noun after these two words every and each. So this is a slight difference between these two categories, like the category of every and each and the category of these pronouns which are used as subjects in the English sentence. Now comes the word all, which is quite different from the rest of the words. All is a word that can take a singular verb as well as a plural verb after it. So we can make use of both a singular verb and a plural verb after all. Let's discuss this word with the help of different examples. The first example is all pages are blank. So here
this word blank is being used after this phrase in which we are having all in the beginning of the sentence. So here in this example, we are having a plural noun after this word all. So this phrase in which we are having the word all is taking a plural verb after it. Then there can be different other sentences for this word all, like I give you the example, all is well. It is the first part of a famous saying of Shakespeare, in which Shakespeare says all is well that ends well. So here we are having a singular verb after all. So here all is actually conveying the meaning for everything. This is why we are using is for everything. And then there is also another example, like we can also say all are well. So here we are using a plural verb after the word all. In this example, all is referring to the people who are actually the part of a group. Like we can say the people who are the members of a family. Similarly, we can say a group of different colleagues, and all is actually representing the different people of that group. That's all for now.